to start this off with a question. Who here likes to play video games? About half the class, something like that. Well, here's a little something that I think will draw in more people. Who likes to go see some of those really fun 3D movies? By show of hands. All right, most of us. That's a little more. I like to see 3D movies too. I think it's a lot of fun. 3D is very fascinating to me, and I think it's just another fun entertainment source. But I have one small problem with it. 3D glasses. I have to wear glasses all the time. I don't like contacts. They annoy me. And then you have to put those big clunky from the 80s 3D glasses on, and they're like sliding down your nose the whole movie, so you have to do this whole thing. It's just not a lot of fun. So, but there is something that is going to fix all that, at least if you happen to get it. It is called the Nintendo 3DS. And I'll explain to you a little bit about this 3DS. Made by Nintendo, obviously. The 3D in the name stands for three-dimensional, and the DS stands for dual screen. 3DS. So there's two screens. One of them is 3D, and the other one's a touch screen. And then I also like to explain to you a little bit about the history of Nintendo portable gaming systems. It started in 1989 when they first came out with the old Game Boy, 4 AA batteries just to power the thing, but it was awesome. And about 1 to 3 years since then, they've been making other portable games like the Game Boy Pocket, the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Advance SP, and then all the DSs. They've come out with just in succession and have been extremely successful with those things. So with that, the 3DS is going to be different entirely though. It is a technological wonder of this age because of the 3D screen, because of the amazing graphics that it has, especially for a portable device, and because of the backwards compatibility, which I will describe a little bit more to you later. So about the 3D screen. The 3D screen is stereoscopic, which means there are two separate images taken from, or there's two images taken of the same thing from two different angles, so that it creates depth. That's the same thing that your eyes do. Your eyes take two different images from a different angle slightly to give you depth of what you see. And that's what this screen does. It sends two separate images by ridges in the screen that go to each eye so that you see 3D, you see depth. And the reason why this is such a technological achievement, it's the first ever on a gaming device, especially a portable gaming device, that offers no glasses. First ever for that. It is also the first ever for a 3D screen that has no glasses. Like I said, that's from Raising the Game by Eric Narcisse, and he has an article on that online. And then it is also the first combo of a touchscreen and a 3D screen on one device. And so that makes it a technological achievement. With these awesome screens comes awesome graphics. The graphics for the 3DS are going to be unprecedented for any portable gaming device ever. In fact, this 3DS, the graphics are comparable to the Sony PlayStation 3. If any of you have played that, maybe gone to the Tilly to play it some, the graphics are very nice. This handheld device is going to be very similar to those graphics. It can do that because it has a smaller screen, and the smaller screen allows for more pixels and more resolution, which means a higher quality picture on that screen. And these better graphics mean for awesome visuals and gameplay, and also high definition movies in 3D on your gaming device. So if you travel a lot, like I will, you can watch movies or play games on this thing. So, and good graphics are always fun and good all the time, but sometimes you like to play the throwbacks even if they don't look good. That's where backwards compatibility comes in. Backwards compatibility is when you have a device that can play the games that it's made for, that are made specifically for it, but as well as games that were made in the past. And it can download games from the Game Boy all the way up through the Game Boy Advance series. It can download all those games via the internet, and you can buy them and play them, and they're stored on the device. It can also download new games like Angry Birds for iPod or iPhone. It can download games like that via the internet as well. And then it can also play DS game cartridges and the new 3DS game cartridges. So it is completely backwards compatible. And so I'd like to show you my Nintendo DSi. The 3DS is not out yet. but this is the one of the later versions. This screen on the 3DS is going to be the 3D screen, the one that you look at and you get the 3D visuals. This screen is still going to be a touch screen on the 3DS, and it's going to have a couple of different buttons to make gameplay easier. But that'll kind of help you see what the 3DS is going to kind of look like. So, in conclusion, the 3DS is going to be a technological wonder because of its 3D screen, because of its awesome graphics, and because of its backward compatibility. And if you're wondering, yes, I'm going to get one. Thank you.